Okay, so how do I actually book 6 to 8 qualified meetings every single day for my high ticket offer? I'm going to show you behind the scenes on exactly how I do it. I'm going to show you the numbers. I'm going to show you everything that you need to know. And this video is going to be very valuable for you if you are a coach, consultant, a course creator, or an agency owner, or you just sell a high ticket offer. Okay, this video is going to be very, very helpful. Now, before we dive into the actual content of the video, let's address the elephant in the room. Who am I and why should you listen to me, right? Why should you listen to me telling you how to grow your business? Well, it's very simple. I'm Gabriel, the founder of Zeta Media, and we are a growth partner for coaches, consultants, and course creators. And we have scaled over 150 businesses to multi 6, 7, and even 8 figures in revenue. So it's pretty safe to say that this method that I'm about to show you in this video, I've tried and tested it for myself, my business, and for our clients as well, and it's validated. Okay, it actually works. So I'm not talking, about theory. I'm not talking about anything else. I'm just talking about a practical approach that actually works right now as we are talking. So with that thing out of the way, let's just get into it. So I start pretty much every single video talking about the client acquisition pyramid because you really do need to understand this if you want to grow your business, right? And after you're going to understand this, scaling is going to be a lot easier. So basically what this is we have the foundations at the bottom of the pyramid, so being offer, right? And then as we go up, as you can see, the pieces are basically smaller, and we have things that have a smaller impact on the growth of your business, on your client acquisition system, and so on, right? So with all that being said, offer is the most important thing that will have the biggest impact on the results that you get with your client acquisition system, right? And how easy is it for you to actually acquire new clients? So offer, to be more specific, offer packaging and positioning is the most important thing. Now, after offer, we're gonna have messaging, AKA the copy that you use, the scripts, the kind of messages that you send to people, and so on. Next is gonna be targeting. So how do you find people? How do you make sure they're qualified? What is the source of the leads, and so on? And the last thing that is going to have the smallest impact is the scaling strategy, aka, do you scale horizontally, vertically? Do you just send more messages? Do you, get more accounts and things like that? So basically, right, this is the pyramid that you have to understand. This is an equation, a scheme, whatever. You need to understand this because, again, most people are stuck at the offer phase, basically, of their business, right? So I'm not gonna talk about offers in this video. I'm just gonna cover, very briefly, like what this is all about. So the foundation of a high ticket offer, of a successful high ticket offer, is basically solving one specific problem for one specific person in one specific way. Okay, so you need to have a specific offer. You need to have your offer dialed in. So let me just give you very quickly an example, so you kind of like get a feel of like what a successful high ticket offer would sound like, right? So for example, we are a health coaching business that helps women over 40 to lose weight by optimizing their hormonal profiles. Okay, so the specific problem is lose weight and feel better. This specific person is women over 40, and of course we can get even more specific. We can get a layer deeper, like how much weight do they want to lose? Women over 40 doing what? Working in corporate, I don't know, running a business, right, or something like that. And the specific way is optimizing their hormonal profiles, right? So how do you actually help them do that? There is your specific way, and you have to be aware of that, right? You have to have that, basically, right? So as I said, in this video, I'm not going to dive too deep into offer. I have other videos on my channel where I talk about offers, so feel free to check them out. I have a lot of videos where I tell you exactly what you need to do to develop a world-class offer. So just for you to know, offer is very important, and you do need to take care of this first, okay? Now, let's talk about client acquisition, right? Because in this video, as I said, I'm going to show you how to generate 6 to 8 qualified meetings every single day, right? So exactly the same way we deal with the offer, right? Where we have one specific problem, one specific person, in one specific way. We have to do the same when it comes to the client acquisition strategy, right? So what I mean by that is that we need to focus on one thing at a time, right? So one specific funnel that we use to get book calls and to acquire clients, one single offer, right? So we just use that offer to basically get people, and one acquisition channel, right? So you don't go crazy and try to, get clients on Google, Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube, I don't know what else, Instagram at the same time. You just want to use one channel that works for your specific offer and for your audience, right? So how do you actually go about doing that? Okay. one specific person, right? You have your ideal client, you know who your ideal client is, will dictate what kind of channel you're going to use to get in front of those people, right? So, for example, if if you serve real estate agents, right, then most likely you're going to find them on websites where people are looking for real estate agents, or you can call them or stuff like that. So this is basically if you were talking to real estate agents. But if you were to target like coaches, consultants, you can really find them like in specific groups. You can find them on LinkedIn, on Facebook, and so on. If you want to work with personal trainers, with like fitness trainers, most likely you'll find them on Instagram. That's the easiest way to do it, right? And so that's how you would find them. So again, the person tells you basically how you're going to find them, right? Not like specifically tell you, right? But you do get a point. Based on the person, you decide what channel you're going to use to find them. The acquisition channel will dictate the funnel. So obviously, if you call people, you're going to set the call, you're going to set the meeting, while you're on a call with them. So that's pretty much your funnel, to be honest. If you use cold DMs, then most likely you're going to use a VSL funnel, and I'm going to show you, what a VSL funnel looks like. And if you do cold email, then you're probably going to use like a Loom approach or something that's a little bit more personalized to cut through the noise. And again, based on the acquisition channel, as you can see, you just choose the specific funnel that you're going to use, right? The specific problem is basically, dictating the offer that you're going to use in the specific way, same the offer, right? So again, the bottom line is that you need to stick to one single strategy. Now, what we use specifically when it comes to sending DMs to basically get qualified book calls on a calendar every day is we use the Baby VSL funnel. Now, how it works is very simple. We have a Baby VSL, which is a very, very brief VSL, 2 to 5 minutes. After people watch the VSL, then they're going to tell us that they enjoyed it and they want to talk to us. So we're going to send them the calendar link so they can book a call. After this, they're going to go through an application process, answer some questions, some qualifying questions. So we filter them. And then if they're qualified, they're going to book the call. Okay, so it's very simple process, very simple funnel. But that's what we use when it comes to setting appointments, through DMs, basically, to call DMs. Okay. So essentially, again, the bottom line is just stick to one single system for client acquisition. Okay. If right now you have an agency or like a coaching business and you just want to get a lot of book calls, you don't need to have 10 different strategies, with 10 different funnels and 10 different, channels, and stuff like that. No, just stick to one single approach and hyper optimize that until you get basically like 6 to 8 qualified book calls a day. And of course, I'm going to show you how you get there. But the point is, just stick to one thing at a time. That's it. That's all you need to do. Stick to one thing at a time. Now, if you want to get more details on the DM system and how to actually build a DM system for yourself so that it can easily book calls consistently every single day, I have another video on my channel, so you can just check it out after you're done with watching this one. In this video, I actually show you how I get 19 high-ticket clients every single month using LinkedIn, okay? So with that thing out of the way, let's talk about the next thing, which is super, super important, right? You need to track your numbers and you need to be data obsessed, right? Because, right, you have a funnel, you have your offer dialed in, you have your client acquisition channel, and you have everything. You need to track the script, you need to track your numbers, and you need to know what are your KPIs, basically, right? So how this is going to go is very simple, right? First of all, you're going to write down the script that you're going to use to reach out to people, right? Your initial message, your VSL script, your hooks, your follow-up messages, and everything, right? So you have to write them down in a Google document, and that is your initial thesis, right? Like that is basically the starting point. And so what you want to do is you want to use the same script for every single person, obviously besides the personalized aspects, because you want to see how that system performs, right? Because that is going to tell you if that system is going to work or not, right? So you just want to, stick to the same script, basically. Don't change the script. Use the same script for every single person. Send messages to at least 200 people so you see how the system works. And then that's how you will get consistency, and you will know exactly, okay, this is how my system is converting. This is how many calls, I'm getting on a calendar, right? So in terms of tracking the data, first of all, ideally you want to track every single step of the process. So the positive reply rate, the positive reply rate to the VSL, so like the calendar send rate and so on. But by far the most important metric, and if you track just this one and it works and it's all good, is the appointment booking rate. So what this is basically percentage of how many people book the call. So out of 100 people, how many people actually book the call, right? So for example, let's just say that your ABR is at around 2%. That means that if you send 100 call messages, you book 2 calls. Okay, so out of 100 different people contacted, how many book a call? Okay, this is the most important metric. And if your ABR is above 2%, okay, so let's just say that you have your scripts, right? And you send the exact same message to 200 different people, so you have statistical significance. That means that if you book 2 calls, you have a 2% ABR. That means that if you reach out to 200 people, you're going to have 4 calls booked. And if your ABR is above 2%, then again, you are on, you're on track basically, right? Your numbers are pretty good. So all you have to do is just to make sure that your ABR is at least 2% and scientifically test different versions, different iterations when it comes to your message to make sure that you get there, right? But again, as soon as you find the proof of concept, aka your ABR is above 2%, then you are good to go. And that means that you have a system that's working properly. You're profitably booking calls, right? Because this is organic traffic, right? You don't basically run paid ads to book calls. So you profitably get book calls on a calendar. So it's just a matter of scaling your numbers so that you can book even more calls than you are already doing right now. Okay. So again, very important. You just want to know your ABR. You want to track your numbers. And if you have an ABR of 2% or above, then you are in a very good place. Okay. Next, let's talk about the most important part of this video, right? Which is, okay, after you have your offer dialed in, right? After you have a funnel, after you have your channel, you have your scripts, and you've actually validated those scripts in the whole system, right? And you have an ABR of, let's say, 5%, then you know that your system is performing very, very well, okay? You know that you have a system that works. So all you need to do is just to basically scale it, right? You need to scale the numbers. So let me tell you, how do I go about actually booking 6 to 8 qualified meetings per day? All you have to do is just reverse engineer the numbers. Okay, so let's just do an exercise. Let's do the math here, right? So let's just say that you ran your DM system with the same scripts for 2 months, and you reached out to 400 people. So you have statistical significance, and the ABR is not just a fluke. Like, your system is actually validated and it actually works, right? So if you ran it for 2 months, that's pretty much the rule, and you have an ABR of 5%, then again, you are on track. Things are going pretty well. So what that means is that out of 100 messages sent, you are going to book 5 calls. Okay, this is what an ABR of 5% means. So if we are to put the numbers down and do the math here, right, that you send 100 messages, then you're going to book 5 calls. And if you send X messages, which is the number that we are trying to find out, you book 8 calls. And this is, again, on a daily basis, right? So X, basically in this instance, is how many messages you should send per day so that you can book 8 calls every single day. And here is where things get exciting. So in this case, right, if we want to book 8 calls, if we do the math, you just have to send 160 messages per day. So you need to reach out to 160 new people every single day, 160 cold messages per day. You get the point, right? So it's very simple. It's very simple because once you found proof of concept with your system, aka your ABR is, above 2%, now it's just a matter of volume in that case, right? So you find proof of concept, and after that, you just ramp up the numbers. It's that simple. So you just find out, right, that if you have an ABR of 5% and you know that is your actual ABR, is not just a fluke, you've done it for 2 months, you've reached out to hundreds of people, then it's just a matter of you sending 160 messages per day, and you just have to figure out how you go about sustaining that volume, which is, to be completely honest, is very simple. You just need to send more messages, right? Now, the way you do that is obviously depends on the kind of channel that you're going to use to book calls, right? If it's cold DMs, if it's cold emails or cold calling, whatever, you need to find a way of scaling that. So how you can do this specifically for the DM system is you can just create more accounts. Okay, you just simply create more accounts on the platform. Let's say, for example, if you have LinkedIn, you have one LinkedIn account, you want to create a secondary LinkedIn account or the third, right? You're not really going to be allowed to create multiple accounts on one platform because, nowadays social media platforms are really smart and they find out basically, and they don't allow you to do that. But the other way of doing it is hiring appointment setters. Okay, so for example, if you can only send 20 new cold messages per day, which is completely normal, then obviously you need to send 140 more for you to be able to book 8 calls. And how you do that is you can just hire appointment sitters, okay? You can create more accounts with different identities or stuff like that. But it's just about, you finding ways, right, in which you can send more messages every single day. And that's how you book 6 to 8 qualified meetings per day. As I said, the most common way is just using commission-based appointment setters, because also once you have a system that works and is proven, it's very simple to get people to actually help you out and, obviously become your appointment setters and things like that. So that's exactly how you get to this number, and this is how you reverse engineer the whole system, right? So guys, that's it. I hope you found this video very helpful. And again, in this video, I didn't dive too deep into the offer. I have other videos on my channel where I talk about offer. I have other videos on my channel where I talk about the DM system. So if you just want to implement it, it's very simple. And this is exactly how you're going to book 6 to 8 qualified calls every single day. So if you enjoyed this video, please hit the subscribe button, because I'm going to be posting more videos like this, that are going to help you book more qualified calls and grow your business. And also smash the like button. Okay, so I want you to smash the like button right now, because YouTube is going to show you more videos like this that are going to help you grow your business, are going to give you insights, and are going to give you practical things that you can implement in your business, essentially. Okay, so that's it. Now a little offer for you: if you're a coach, consultant, or a course creator and you just want to grow your business to multi 6, 7, and even 8 figures, then again, I have a pretty cool opportunity for you. In the description down below, you're going to find a link to my funnel. I just want to be completely honest. I'm going to tell you about my offer, but we do have a pretty cool offer that is pay for performance. Okay, so just in case you're a coach, consultant, or course creator and you just want to book more calls, you probably want to book 6 to 8 qualified calls every single day, we can help you with that, and we do that with a pay for performance model. Okay, so it's pretty cool. In case you want to check it out, you know what it is. In the description down below, you're gonna find the link. So with that being said, guys, thank you so much for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next one.